you will all know by now we are taking questions from in the room here in Dubai and also on Zoom. If you do have a question on Zoom, please can you put your hand up? If you're selected, then you will need to unmute yourself, ask your question, and then mute yourself immediately afterwards. So we will start with questions in the room. So I'll start myself. Kane, just give us a brief summary of preparations ahead of tomorrow's game.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose the playing schedule's been somewhat hectic, and I think we had our last 4 games in about 7 days. So there's very much a day off after the semi, and there was a training opportunity yesterday and a training opportunity this evening as well, which we'll just head to after this. So preparation's been good, but it's just making those quick adjustments to the different opposition, different venues, and just the general excitement of of winning the semi-final and looking forward to the final. Great.
And obviously your team won the ICC World Test Championship back in June. The prospect tomorrow is of the team winning the ICC Men's T20 World Cup. How excited are you and the team by that prospect?
Yeah, I mean, it'd be some achievement, but where it stands at the moment is there's a game of cricket to play, and for us it's focusing on that and focusing on our cricket, and looking to go out there and implement those things that are important to us. So that is very much where we are at the moment. But these sorts of events are always focuses, I suppose, in the calendar, and it is a really exciting opportunity to be here now, and looking forward to the match tomorrow.
Great. And just finally, obviously it's been quite a journey for you and the team. Any particular highlights in the lead up to and during the event that you'd like to call out right now?
Oh, I mean, there have been highlights scattered throughout, but I think ultimately the side has been operating well as a collective, and certainly playing for each other. And obviously we saw a pretty exciting semi-final. Both semi-finals actually were somewhat similar. Where you do see moments in games that are match defining, and you see games that can take a quite a sharp turn when you have some key performances, and that's why I suppose the tournament's been exciting, and was always had that anticipation that it would be coming into it, is that you looked across the board and every side had match winners throughout, and you knew that every team could beat anybody on their day. So a really competitive tournament, and for us it's been important that we've tried to grow and learn throughout, and I think we've seen that a little bit, and tomorrow's another opportunity for that.
Great, thanks very much. Nothing further from me, so we'll now take questions on Zoom.
Cool, thanks Callum. Hi everyone. I'll administer the questions through the chat function. We'll start with Diva from Cricinfo, and then I will post the next question after that. Thank you.
Hi Kane, you guys lost Lockie before one of your key games before Pakistan, and now you'd be without Conway, but in a way it's sort of a testament to New Zealand's depth, which has been spoken about, of course. So, but in a big tournament, people stepping up, what do you make of the depth in this squad?
Yeah, there's been there is a good sort of mix of sort of youth and experience, and some of these younger players that keep coming through, I think, in all teams that love to hit the ball out of the park, and are really exciting talents, and someone like Tim Seifert coming in, very much is that, and obviously the loss of Devon is a big one. He's been a big part of all formats for us, and a disappointing and really freak thing to happen, but for us it's keeping our focus on the task, and all the players are really excited at the opportunity tomorrow, and to go out and like I say, try and improve, adjust to what will be new tomorrow as well, which is a different opposition at a different venue.
And lastly from me, Adam Zampa has been a big threat this tournament, and I believe when you played him at the Tolerance Oval as well, he picked quite a few wickets. So in terms of how much of the planning has gone into sort of countering Zampa?
Yeah, I mean, Adam Zampa's a world-class bowler, one of the top in the world, and complemented nicely by obviously some of the top seamers in the world. So, as a side, they've got a lot of match winners, and I think that's a large part of the strength in their team throughout. They've got world-class cricketers, and for us, we want to bring our focus to the cricket that we want to play, and make sure that that's the most important thing, and go out there and enjoy the occasion and take it on in our style.
Good evening, Skipper. Niharika this side. My question for you is that New Zealand has played a lot of cricket against Australia, starting from this year in the T20 series and in the warm-up match of the World Cup as well. So, playing Australia this year, is that an advantage for you guys that you know Australia so well? And also, can you sum up that how this final means to you and to New Zealand cricket overall?
I think I heard some of that, okay. But I think when you play each other, I suppose both teams get a reasonable look at one another. So probably not too many advantages to either side, except that we do play each other and have done so recently on a number of occasions, and had some really good contests. And it's great that obviously we're playing our neighbour, over on the other side of the world in a World Cup final. And a really exciting prospect for both teams. Oh, okay, yeah. I suppose it's always a bit of a journey, and as a side, you're always trying to improve and grow. And it's been great that it's been the case over a period of time, and we've sort of seen it in a snapshot here at a tournament where the team has managed to make steps forward and improve as a side, and I suppose that's reflected in where we sit at the moment. But having said that, that challenge is going to be there, and will continue to be there. So we're looking forward to the occasion tomorrow. But yeah, it's another match and another opportunity for us as a team to go out and play our cricket.
Matt Henry, Genuine, next up.
Thank you. You've obviously played in the previous finals, Kane, going back to 2015. What would it mean to you to kind of go that one step further? Obviously, you did it in the Test Championship, but in white ball cricket, given how close you've come before.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great occasion, and the team's been tracking well, and tomorrow is an opportunity for us to go out and try and build on the performances that we've been doing, and look, both teams are going to go out and look to put their best foot forward, and that's the nature of competition, really, and we've seen it throughout this whole competition. It's been a great competition, and one that's been full of I suppose uncertainty in terms of teams having to adjust and compete against one another, that on the day anybody can certainly turn up and win. And so, yeah, I mean, it is great to be here. Like I say, a reflection of a lot of hard work, but tomorrow's a one-off match, and for us, it is trying to make those small adjustments again and keep the focus, really close and what it needs to be. And the team's really looking forward to the occasion.
Hi Kane, best of luck for the finals. I just wanted to ask, are you someone who's really big on matchups? Because in the semi-final against England, Mitchell Santner just bowled one over.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a little bit of that, certainly in this format when it's so condensed that, the game's sort of full of small margins. So there's a little bit of that, and a little bit of gut feel, I guess, in terms of, I think often we've been at venues and there's been short sides and, sort of different powered players, I suppose, coming out in different positions, and you're trying to make those adjustments as you go. And it was just sort of the case that's what happened in the last game.
Kane, my next question is that over the past few years, New Zealand is one side that has always managed to reach the knockouts, but still every time, every fan or pundit sees you guys as underdogs. Do you think it is time now for the tack to change and New Zealand should be seen as heavyweights heading into every tournament?
I mean, look, it sort of doesn't have a lot to do with us, really. We, focus on our cricket, try our best, and and want to keep improving as a side. The different tags and or whatnot, that's not really something that we control.
Navnet.
Kane, Australia-New Zealand rivalry is a long-standing rivalry. What makes this rivalry so special? And what are you most looking forward to in this rivalry tomorrow?
I suppose the fact we're sort of neighbours creates a bit of that in a number of different sports as well. It's and we play each other on a number of occasions. Naturally, it's a little bit easier to fly across to each other's countries and compete, and certainly in recent times with the COVID restrictions that have been going on, that's been something that's happened more frequently. So it's always a great competition, great occasion when we play each other. So both teams I think are really excited at that prospect tomorrow.
Hi. You said a little bit earlier that you wanted to go out there tomorrow and enjoy the occasion and take it on in your style. Could you just define your style for us, please?
Probably not in one short answer, but it's something that we've been trying to do and play throughout this competition. For us, it's looking to go out and make those adjustments, and certainly having the courage to do so, and play smart cricket and buy into concepts that for us as a team are kind of what we try and wholeheartedly do. So tomorrow's another match and another opportunity to do that.
Hi Kane, Shubharan Chakravarti this side from TV9 Network. Kane, we saw Devon Convoy was seen helping Tim Seifert with his wicket-keeping drills yesterday. So do you reckon such unity and harmony is the key going forward ahead of such a big game?
They're both great guys and they both keep, and so they were helping each other out, which is great. And obviously what happened to Devon was a real shame, and he still wants to give as much as he can to the team. So, he's at training doing his bit, which is great to see. And, it's an important aspect to our environment. And he's certainly right behind Tim. And Tim's really excited at getting involved tomorrow. Every team's a little bit different and have people and all different personalities. And that's the beauty of what we do. But those two are working really well together.
Hi Ken, could you talk us through your reactions after the semi-final as most of the dugout went wild? You've been on the losing end of 2 World Cup finals for yourself. Is there a real sense of unfinished business?
It's sort of not really looked at like that. Semi-final was an amazing game of cricket against a very strong side, and we sort of managed to take the game deep, and there were a couple of outstanding contributions at the end that got us across the line, and Darryl Mitchell and Jimmy Neesham, which is fantastic. And tomorrow's going to be different again, and so we're looking forward to that. The focus for us is our cricket, but we know how strong the Australian side is, and we're looking forward to that opportunity.
Cool, we'll wrap it up there, everyone. Thanks very much, Kane. Cheers, guys.